first Creighton lead since early on, and they're on top 18-16. From Creighton, ranked number 13 on a 4-0 run on top of the Trojans, 18-16. Most wins, Division I, in the last 10 seasons. Nebraska, how impressive is that? Because they play in the Big Ten Conference. Pitt Panthers have also been very good, but look at Creighton. Last 10 years, all of those under Kirsten Bernthal Booth, they've averaged 27.6 wins per season.
Creighton's been dominant in their conference, and that's why non-conference to start the season is so important for them. You want to get tested, learn about your team, and see where you match up.
Works again and misses coming out of the timeout. Good timeout called that time and much needed. Brad Keller wanting to put an end to that run. Trubin back on, wearing number 16 in black, back to serve.
Looking at the stat sheet, Jaya Johnson is 6 for 9, hitting 667 on the right side. She is front row for Creighton, so look for the set to go to her.
Right on cue, Holly McPeak. Good block deflection out of the middle that time by Ford. In transition, back row to the backup libero. Miscommunication there. Trubin is all over it. Once again, very low, covered by Deckert. Right side, Mullen is blocked. Hayes along with Reinhardt.
Creighton knows that USC wants to go to that right side. Well-formed block. Also, the set died a little inside, so Abigail Mullen did not have a lot of line to work off the outside hand of the blocker.
Wonderful point, Holly McPeak, about Jaya Johnson. She was questionable that she was going to play. Where would they be? She's 6 for 12 now, no errors. Here's Nadam Simpson. Back to the middle. Good play by Reinhardt. Jumping into the crossbody, over the top of the block and down by Mullen.
Abigail Mullen finding a way to score. That soft tip over the block. Defenders defending deeper on that line. It's got to be really precise, though, and that one was.
And we got to have more of a conversation about how fast Brad Keller and the Trojans want to play in transition. That is a high degree of difficulty.
Brad Keller thinks that Reese Messer can run it that fast, and I feel like as a freshman, she's going to get more and more comfortable with the system.
That is definitely still a work in progress. That's a much better set. Much better location and trajectory on that ball from Messer.
Agreed. I think that gives London Weejay more room to work off that outside hand, a little bit more lift. You see the location, big seam in the block, but Weejay goes off the outside hand of the right side blocker.
Because Coach Keller's Trojans are creating some opportunities to score. They've got 32 digs. And women's college volleyball is all about what do you do in transition. Dig a lot of balls, but you got to get good swings. Nice response by the Trojans after they put an end to that 4-0 run. And now a timeout called at 19 apiece. Very similar to the opening set, won by USC 25-23. Trojans now on top by 1 in the second. Seems like all the top programs, including today in Texas against Stanford, are playing quality opposition in the non-conference. And Holly, you've been there to see it. We talked about it before first serve.
A lot of them have been on neutral floors, fantastic opportunities to showcase the sport at the highest level. And if you're a coach, it's a fantastic opportunity to see how your teams match up, where you can grow, and how you're going to compete in big matches.
Texas came back to beat Stanford, trailed 10-6 in the fifth at home. Sellout crowd at their new basketball arena, or volleyball arena, if you will, 17-15 in the fifth. Of course, we got to talk about what's going on with Penn State. EJ is dug. Chance here for Mullen. Ball still alive. Reinhardt, no. Martin out of the back row, number 8 in blue.
As the rally goes on, that back row set becomes more and more dangerous. The blockers in the front row thinking about their front row obligations, and then one-on-one, Ava Martin is so good on that back row attack out of the middle.
Into the red zone. There is Brysinger, right woman at the line in this situation. Good pass by Weejay, and that ball missed out of bounds by McGinnis.
McGinnis, number 22 in black, needs to stay behind the ball a little bit so she can get on top of it. I like that choice by Reese Messer to get her the ball in that opportunity.
Where will Brysinger go? Probably go down the line to Weejay again, and goes into the cross court to Deckard. That's a mistake. Perfect pass, but the ball missed out of bounds.
Messer got a one-on-one for Mullen on that right side, but Mullen can't find the court.
Timeout is called. Creighton taking advantage of a couple of errors, now on top 22-20. We'll step aside. College volleyball coming your way on this beautiful Sunday in Los Angeles on the Big Ten Network. The National Freshman of the Year last year. I had Penn State a number of times, posted this on our Instagram account, that for mental health reasons, she was going to have to step away for the remainder of the season. Pray for her. Wish her only the best. Was an absolutely fantastic player last year. Led the Nittany Lions to a national championship. Your thoughts on the situation, Holly?
What an incredibly brave young woman to recognize that she needed help and to step away and get it. I think that's a really brave move, and I know it wasn't easy for anybody involved.
I texted Katie Schumacher-Colley offering my best wishes to Izzy Stark. Yeah. And you see the quotes that Izzy Stark has put out. We wish her the very, very best. I had Izzy 3, if not 4 times last year, and just a wonderful athlete to deal with and to watch play.
One of the most talented athletes in the country. One of my favorites to watch. Plays with great energy and joy and passion for the game.
Beautiful swing that time by Martin that missed it. I'll tell you, Martin has taken some quality swings, just missing the top of the fingers just slightly and out of bounds. Tied at 22. Mullen, tough serve, and a service winner working against Brysinger.
We saw this at the end of the first set. USC really picking up the pressure with their service game, creating these point-scoring opportunities, and there Mullen gets that one to pull away from her passer.
Another excellent serve. Good response by Brysinger. And missed again. Did Ava Martin? Yeah, she got a piece of the block. Smart swing by the senior for the Blue Jays.
Brad Keller's going to challenge.
Ava Martin, 24 of 56 in their 5-set win yesterday. The 6'1" senior out of Overland Park, Kansas. 3-time All-Big East.
USC is challenging for no touch.
Once again, each team with 2 challenges.
Actually looks like that ball sneaks through the seam between the 2 blockers. First time I saw it, I thought there was a touch. But if you watch the ball, it does not change directions. What do you think, Paul?
I think that's a fantastic look by our crew, and that's what the official is seeing, and I think there's no touch.
The only place it could touch is the right hand, the side of the hand of McGinnis.
I agree.
But there's no change of direction or rotation on the ball. What a shot by our cameraman.
Once again, back to the challenge rules. Each team gets 2 challenges to start the match. As long as you're correct, you retain that full complement. You can challenge ball in or out, touch off the block, net violation, several areas of foot faults, and you can also now challenge whether or not a double contact is touched by, the third contact is by your player or an opponent in the plane. And also 4 contacts. And a partridge in a pear tree.
That too.
Do you remember what volleyball was like before the challenge system?
Not really.
Barely, but I do. I mean, thank goodness for it. Thank goodness for it.
Definitely, and I think the technology is getting better.
It is. Here's the call.
After review, call is reversed. Point USC. Creighton will lose the challenge.
Excellent call, Holly McPeak. And I think that the second referee, Britt Beatty, is telling Brian Rosen, head coach for Creighton, exactly the same thing. Again, it's got to be definitive, and there was nothing there that said, yep, that's a touch. But they reversed it. There is Mullen, who's been good at the line. Set point number 1 for the Trojans. Perfect pass. And blocked. Riley McGinnis with a set winner.
Both middles for USC have been fantastic defensively, getting outside and closing to the block. Fantastic pass and good look by Ava Martin. Look at McGinnis get there late, press with her hands back into the court. What a defensive move by McGinnis out of the middle.
Set number 1, USC goes on a 5-0 run to win it 25-23. Set number 2, a 5-0 run once again by the homestanding Trojans as they take it 25-22 and a 2-0 lead over the visitors from Omaha.